Frank is also now kind of our competition baby, and we want to bring lead climbing to a larger crowd. So we try to convince all the boulder junkies to join and take part in lead. Hi, my name is Patrick Andrey. I'm one of the co-founders of Camp5. I also have a couple of different hats on. Also the director and founder of Stretchmarks Asia, which is a company, a design discipline that designs climbing walls and skate parks and all what we call vertical sports. My role here in Camp5 is I'm doing the business development, but I'm also in charge of coaching, and I'm still the director of route setting. This is the sixth Camp5. This is, of course, nearly 20 years later than the first, so we have to assume, or we hope so, that design has evolved in 20 years, and it has, because climbing has changed dramatically. The sport has evolved a lot. Bouldering has become much more acrobatic in a sense of similar to parkour. It had even influence on lead climbing as well in competition. And this kind of change in competition has had a lot of influence on recreation climbing as well. How climbing is performed, not only on competition level, also has an influence on design. Let me just take a journey with you. So for the exercise of understanding design a little bit, I just show you here a simple model of that Tsunami Wall here on the overview. So just for you to understand, each of those surfaces has different angles, and how they are arranged to each other creates how interesting climbing is and how interesting movement is. So we have these two beginner-friendly areas, and towards here it starts to get overhanging. In the center we are really already getting very steep with 38 degrees. What I want to show you here is really on the right-hand side. This here, you can see here, is a 6-degree slab. It's actually quite a strong slab for a lead route. A lot of people would say this is way too less steep, but here we had a qualification for the men's open. So I can actually build a very hard route on a qualification route on that slab. Here we have an 8-degree overhang, we have a 19-degree overhang roof coming, and of course here we have both of those, this arete and this dihedral here. They're more than 120 degrees, which means that it's not not possible to actually stem, and it's not possible to hold on the other side. So you still need to create this feature, and without handhold, you cannot climb it. What I wanted to show you here is similar to the black route of the competition, of the open qualification. You can add a volume. It's not the same volume that the route setter set. It's just here as an example. On the opposite, can put another volume. And I want to show you this a bit clearer. So now look at the angles here. We have basically from 8 to -3. So now this surface itself is actually now a slab. And this surface is actually like an easy slab. And what you can see here, I added another handhold. So this angle is actually continuing with the volume, but I cannot hold this. So if I cannot push on this, I can add one more small chip here, which allows me to hold around the corner and have like a mini side pull. So this is how the route setter can use the angles to change the route. I have pushing movement, I have pulling movement, I have pushing up movement, I have mantle movement over this overhang. So I'm creating movement with the canvas. This is where design basically is designed in the model. This is where route setting is pre-prepared in the model. Walltopia, in my point of view, or not only my point of view, has the best solution for surface. They have been working on this and improving this over years. So we have, for example, the natural surface that you look at is a clear coating on top, which it looks like real plywood, but there's a surface on it, and it's actually a structured surface. And it also has those qualities that you don't have streaks of your shoes on it. I have been working with Walltopia for more than a decade now, and Walltopia as a company, I have to say, I'm very impressed how they work, because Walltopia was the first company that looked at climbing walls as an industry. It means that the main portion of work is done in the factory. Proper design, proper engineering, all the manufacturing is done. So when you come to the site, there is just assembly, which is a huge difference to what it used to be before. So this is definitely the key point, plus the desire for innovation. So the innovation then drives better surfaces, stronger material, lighter back construction, faster manufacturing, robotics in manufacturing. The streamlining of the whole process from design to engineering and installation is what makes Walltopia the #1 manufacturer in the world.